Hello everyone, we're here for a big out-of-box review. I say big because this thing is big, okay? I have the original issue one, it's in storage so I can't do a direct comparison. We're just going to have to work with what we have here. In addition, I'm going to be getting up and down quite a bit because I'm working on something for the wife as I do this, okay? So, well, let's just say this won't take that long. Alright, so here we go. Let's open the box. It's a 1/32 scale. And that's in part why it's so big. It's in the exact same scale as the Colonial Viper. The first thing you're greeted with when you open this box is this plate. Now, I have no idea how big this plate is. A quick measurement is about 12 inches long by about 10 inches wide. This is just the base plate. Okay, it's in a bag all of its own. We have a baggie of a few other things. Here's the clear engine inserts. Here is some of the parts that go across the top and the engines. And the huge disappointment of a canopy that's molded in color instead of clear. Here's the base. I had this at work today and one of the people at work said, why is it North and South America on there when the Cylons never got to America? That's a good question. Why did they do that? At least that detail is on the bottom so you can paint the base whatever you want to get rid of that detail, because I don't think Cylons were ever to North America. Okay? Well, it depends. You watch Galactica 1980, I think they made it to North America. But that's just me. Okay, now, next thing in the box is the bottom plate. It's as big as the top plate. We have the wing sections, along with some detail parts here. I'm going to go through each sprue and show you guys each sprue separately in a few minutes. Okay? And in the box we have the directions. There's a huge disappointment in those directions, and I'll show you that as well. Nice art printed on nice cardstock, suitable for framing, and this probably will get framed, to be honest with you. And the only decals in the box, which is this, which are the two green pentagons. That's disappointing as well. You're going to see why I'm saying this. I've already looked the thing over, so I already have a good idea of what is in that box and what's not. Okay? Sorry about the interruptions here, but it's the only way I got up to come up here and make this tonight. That's not true. My wife is a very good person. She would probably say, just make your video and do that separately. I'm combining them. Anyhow, let's look at the directions first. They're pretty straightforward. This thing will probably build up in a weekend. Okay? And they did the engines where you could light them. That was a good thing, but you're going to need some big LEDs to light that engine bay, because they are just huge. Okay? And the directions are booklet style. Here we go. There. We're putting the ship together. She's going to be big. She's going to be like 17, 18 inches long. Now, I don't know if you guys know who Freddie Dante is. Hopefully I'm saying the last name correctly. He'll tell me if I'm not. He already put a review of this up, but he only had a couple of minutes, and he pointed out a lot of the problems with the ship real quickly. This is one of them. See these? They're painting templates to paint the black stripes on the top of the ship. Someone's going to come up with paint masks for that pretty quick. That's a painting template right there. Some people are going to have a hard time painting that. Okay? I don't know why they didn't do that with decals. So that's one disappointment right there. They did a good painting guide though. Over here is the painting guide and how to weather and everything. And they got good photos on how to paint this thing and weather it. Let me leave this one up for a little bit longer so you guys can take a look. She's big too, and that's kind of a good thing in some ways. All right. Now, let's open this bag first. Oh wait, someone did for me. Here's the wing units again. Now the wing units are probably the size of the old model. Seriously, this thing is just ginormous in 1/32 scale. Pulling this baggie out, we have part of the engine, some detail parts in here, and one of the guns. And this is the other disappointment. When you look at the gun, you're going to have to drill that out. The gun is too big to not be drilled out. I think that's one of the guns anyhow. We'll find out in a few minutes. Nope, here they are. That's the back half of the gun. So it is part of the gun. Here they are. Look at the size of that thing. That should have a drilled out barrel. So that'll probably be hit with aftermarket people before too long. Okay? So here's these two sprue along with the wings. I may not pull the other ones out of their bag simply because, well, the really big ones, there's no need to. It's a single part in a big bag. Okay, putting that back in its box. Yeah, it goes that way. And I never checked the side of the box because remember the Galactica model? They put part of the stuff on there. They have nice artwork on the underside. I'll show you that as soon as I get everything back in the box. And here's part of the main fuselage of the ship. Again, this sucker is a monster. Look at the size of this thing. Weathering fun is all I got to say. There's going to be a lot of fun weathering this thing because it is a monster. And again, I'm not going to pull this out of the bag. It's big enough. You guys should be able to see the details on that. The stand, what can I say about the stand? That's just silliness. To put North and South America on there. Okay? I don't want to take this out. It is a big chunk of plastic. I don't know why they did that. I really don't. Okay, give me a second. We're going to turn the page on what I'm working on up here. Okay, and then we got the other plate, and again, I'm not going to pull this out of the bag. You guys can see it well enough without my pulling it out of the bag. I'm going to go ahead and open this bag though, not the clear parts. The clear engine parts are just that. I don't want to pull them out because I don't want to scratch them. Okay, this part here, I don't think it's going to bother it to be opened. Too much. This is one of the disappointments to me. This part should have been molded in clear. They were going to spend their clear budget on a part. It should have been this one. Okay. It would be a monster to mask and paint this thing if it was done in clear. But it would have been the right thing to do. So you could actually see inside the ship. Instead of just painting that flat black. We have another detail piece. These are big, heavy parts too. They're not small, they're not light, they are thick. You can see the detail on it, it's fairly nice. I mean, I am not disappointed in this, in the least bit. I will say that. Well, wrong. I am a little disappointed in parts of it. Most of it is well done. Okay? Most of it is very well done. Here's the last part in the baggie. It's a duplicate of another one. Alright, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed seeing what is in the box of the Cylon Raider. The old school one, not the new school one. It's not a cheap model for a reason. There's a lot of plastic in that box. Okay? An awful lot of plastic in that box. Could they have done better? I think they could have done better. Sorry, allergies. It's when my eyes are itchy. They could have done better in a few ways. They could have molded that in clear. The guns should have had a barrel to them. And I know that's possible because all the armor kits come that way. They have a gun about that size with a hollow barrel. The Japanese model makers know how to do that. So that is the two fails on this kit. And they should have done a decal for that black stripe instead of a paint guide. That was just another cheese thing on their part. Okay? But other than that, I can't fault the kit. I'd love to build it. I don't know if I can put it in my build schedule soon, because we're still in the middle of the big spring contest and I got to finish that TIE Fighter. The TIE Fighter is close to done. It's just not quite done. Well, the photo etch is done. I know the videos don't show this. I'm going to tell you guys something about videos. When I put a video on YouTube, I wait 2 or 3 days for the comments to subside. Once it quits getting comments, I'll put another video up. So if you're wondering why the videos are kind of sporadic, because I wait a full day with no comments before the next video comes up. Now that doesn't mean you should quit commenting to get me to put up a video every day, because that won't happen. Okay? I just like to give everyone a chance to watch a video before I put a new one up. That way some of you don't say, I've got 15 of your videos to watch. The next 2 TIE Fighter videos are very long. They're like 20 minutes long. They very detailed on. They show exactly what I'm doing to remove photo etch parts that are misplaced on the kit and how to clean up super glue if you get super glue on a kit. That's what's coming up in those videos. They get shorter after that because the photo etch is done. It's back to normal building. So anyhow, this isn't supposed to be a channel update. I'm ranting. I'm waffling. I'm gonna go. I gotta get this done. I gotta get to bed. I've got a long day coming up. Work is about to just slow me down for a bit. You'll see that in a future video. I'll talk to you guys later. One last thing, I forgot to show you guys the box art. Here's the cover, the side, the bottom, the other side, and the end caps. There you go. Hope you enjoyed.